Hello, can anyone hear me? Testing microphone. Hello, can anyone hear me? Testing microphone. Okay, good. Hello, can anyone hear me? Testing microphone. Okay, good. Hello, can anyone hear me? Testing microphone. Okay, good. Hello, can anyone hear me? Testing microphone. Alrighty, let's see how well this works. Hopefully this works. Okay. See how well this works today. I haven't talked yet. Can you hear me? Okay. It's the new I'm trying out the clip microphone on the shirt to see how well the audio goes. Trying to work on fixing the audio problem so that way I can have a decent painting stream, or any stream for that matter. Also, gotta remember not to talk so loud. Get up, so when you get set up, then move as far away. Well, I can only move as far away as the cord will let me, because yeah, I'm attached to it. I didn't leave a lot of trail because I don't want to trip all over the cord. Yeah, I know it's a long cord, but I don't want it so long because then I'm going to end up tripping and falling over it. The true test will be when I get over to my painting. In fact, if they can hear me while I'm over at my painting, then that's good, because that was the problem last time. Every time I got over to the painting and started painting, nobody could hear me. For those of you that are watching, if you can hear me, can you just type a 1 in chat? Because I'm just making sure that the audio is still good, because YouTube, I'm not sure if it's YouTube or if it's my laptop that okay, cool. Good, Mangold. I'm glad you can hear me. Good. Pretty soon I'm gonna move a little further away from the computer to make sure it's the microphone on my shirt that's picking up the audio and not my computer. Okay, I'm walking away from the computer. I just wanted to make sure. Actually, I'm gonna walk behind it. Okay, let me know if you can still hear me, because I am completely behind my computer, not in front of the microphone. Yeah, it's the clip-on. It's the clip-on on my shirt. Okay, I'm good. Okay. Alrighty. Well, so today, well, I guess every streamer has to have their supervisor, because my cat is sitting on my chair again. Woo-hoo. Want to hi? Want to hi? Yeah, you're always on my chair whenever I decide to go paint. I gotta work. That means you gotta get down. Gotta get down. Down. I don't want to play. I gotta work right now. Come on. Come on, fluff ball. Get down. Sorry, Fufu. He does this every day. Every day when I go to paint, he hates it when I paint, because then he's not getting any attention. Not understanding that someday selling these paintings will put food in his belly. Okay, so today I am going to paint the outside edges, which will finish that up, and then I will be starting something new. I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet, and I think I need to back that up just a little bit more. I think that camera is a little too close. I can't really see what I'm doing. Hopefully the stream goes good this time. It's all trial and error, just working on getting the audio fixed, and soon I'll have better visual. Eventually I'll have a camera looking downward, so it'll be easier to see me. Now when we do this, when I do my edges, I take masking tape and I put it along the edges, because this keeps the paint from getting on top, because I cannot paint straight to save my life. And I use masking tape. Yeah, I know, I gotta remember to talk normal. Thank you, honey. Yes, I do have to remember that. If I am talking too loud, please remind me to talk a little quieter. So I keep forgetting the microphone is literally right underneath my mouth. And it's also my natural instinct to talk loud. I can't always help it or control it, but I try to. But anyways, I use masking tape when I do this. It doesn't matter what kind of tape you use, as long as the paint doesn't stick to it and doesn't peel off with the tape. And so far, I have not had any problems with this kind of tape. So I'm just going to go around and put tape on it. And then the outside, I am going to paint a dark chocolate brown to finish it up. Well, it won't be completely finished because I still have to seal it. And I won't be able to do that until the outside is painted. think I'm using way too much tape though. Every person that works has to have a supervisor. And where'd he go? I think he left. Yep, he's mad at me. He left. Probably went to go eat. He'll be back. He'll be back because every time I stand up off the chair to go do something, he's right back up in it. The other one's asleep on the couch. Alex is at school. I'm getting this done. Because later, I'm probably going to play some more Outbreak. Actually, hubby and I finally got to play some Outbreak last night for the first time together. We finally got our internet strong enough to where we both can play at the same time. I'm going to tape this up real quick, and then I'm going to share the stream out to a few more places. And then I will get started. The taping part is quite time consuming, but I rather protect the top part of my canvas so I don't get paint that I don't want on there, because that has happened to me a few times, and it actually took me like 6 paintings to realize that I should probably be doing this. That sound was not rude at all. What you mean? If you hear me constantly clearing my throat, I can't exactly help that. I had pneumonia a few years back, and it put some scarring into my lungs. So now I get a bunch of crap in the back of my throat, and I can't always help that. I know it sounds disgusting, but I'm sorry, I can't help it. But hi, Sprue. Welcome to the stream. Oh, that. Yeah. Hey, well, at least I'm not sitting here streaming and eating and using an empty ketchup bottle. That would be even worse. Just hoping that the stream goes good today. It's Monday. Back to the work week. Alex is at school, so I'm going to get some work done through, like I told Mangles and everybody else who's watching. What I'm doing right now is I'm painting the outside edges of this one. This one is my Sweet Candyland one. And I'm going to paint the outsides a dark chocolate brown. And I'm going to move this to my biggie cell to dry, and then I'm going to move the small one over here, and I'm thinking about doing another ocean sunset. Yeah. I'm hoping to crush that someday. I wouldn't mind having at least 10 people watching. I mean, I have 5 currently. For those of you who are watching and are new to the channel, if you would consider subscribing to the channel, that would be great. Also, don't forget to hit that like button. I'm going to be trying to make this a more future thing. I just got to figure out better timing, better times. No, not that paintbrush. That paintbrush is not going to work. Where's my other brush? I have so many paintbrushes. Ah, there it is. No, that ain't it. Here it is. Sprue, if you're not busy, if it's okay with you, could you possibly share, share the stream out to me, for me? So I can get to work, because I only have a short time frame before Mr. Alexander comes home. I will be wrapping the stream up about 10:30 my time. Not sure what time that'll be your guys' time, because I have to clean up and get ready for Alex to come home. Okay, thank you, Sprue. And this is why the tape is here. Because without the tape, this paint would be all over. Not, give me this. It's just going to be easier if I do it this way. This is not the general idea, but it's going to just be easier if I do it this way. It's just painting edges. That's all I'm doing. It's nothing worth seeing at the moment. Not until I start my 12 by 12, which I think I'm going to do another ocean one. I will only be able to paint 3 sides right now, because it'll have to dry so I can flip it upside down to be able to do the others. Ow. All right, thank you. Thank you, Bailey. Hi, Josh. How are you guys? Welcome to the stream. Everyone knows me for being an artist and a painter. Right now, I'm not doing anything exciting. I'm just finishing up my Sweet Tooth Valley painting. I'm just painting the outside edges, and then I'm going to move it to my big easel, and then I will be starting a new painting. This one that I'm doing is going to be part of my kids line. Can't go wrong with candy and kids. It actually was inspired by my son's favorite board game. I just can't call it Candyland because obviously that name is copyrighted. And this might actually take a couple coats to make it the color I want it to. I'm very good. I'm very, 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 very good for a Monday morning. Already only into painting for 5 minutes, and I already got paint on my hands. See, for those of you who haven't seen it yet, this is Sweet Tooth Valley. This is not the very most fun part. I don't always paint the edges on the paintings because I do plan to sell them, and some people might want to put them in their own frames. So then it won't be necessary for me to paint the outsides. But this one is going to be one I'm going to keep for my son, but I do plan on putting it in my store to sell duplicates of. When I do the duplicates, however, I am going to give an option for the border to either be painted, the edges to be painted, or left white. I will not supply frames when I open my store. Thank you. Yes, this painting was very much inspired by my son and by all of our inner childhood. You know, we have clouds made out of cotton candy. We have mountains made out of vanilla, chocolate, and strawberry ice cream. Can't forget the sprinkles on the cherry on top. Got lollipop forest. This was supposed to be chocolate chip cookie ridge, but here in America we have a landmark called Mount Rushmore, and if you see it in person like I can, it kind of looks like the cookies are carved into the mountain. So Alex and I have been calling it chocolate chip cookie Rushmore or something like that, Mount Cookie Rushmore or something like that. Lollipop forest. This is a river of root beer. Come on now, root beer float. Yeah. This right here bridge is made out of a Hershey bar, Twizzlers, and Kit Kats. And then we have our peppermint and spearmint rose bushes, gummy worm garden. These right here are either Skittles or M&Ms, whatever. And then we have our bubblegum wild field. Alex really likes this painting. He kept saying that he wants to go there, and I keep telling him it's not a real place. It's a place mommy invented, created. I wish it was real, but not very realistic. I mean, I have a hard time with, characters and that kind of stuff, but landscape stuff I seem to be doing very well with. Already I got paint all over me. Go figure. See, just opening up this. And my easels do get dirty. They do not stay clean. They do get their use out of them. That's for sure. Alrighty. I'm not sure what to do for this one. I know I said I wanted to do another ocean one with a sunset, but I think the colors might be a little different compared to the one I have already done. Okay, where is... Oh, on the floor, about to say. Here they are. I've got paints literally everywhere. This is not paint, however. This in my hand is my sealer for my paints. The point of the sealer, for those of you who are new, is to seal the painting so the paint don't chip. Like if say for example, if you buy a painting for me and you're gonna hang it in the bathroom, the steam from the bathroom would eventually make the paint, fade and drip off, wetness and moisture. The purpose of the seal is to seal the paint in so that doesn't happen. It's protector, and plus it gives it a shiny, glossy look, so that way when it's finished, it doesn't look flat. And for those of you who would like to see some of my other artwork, it's on my Facebook page. The link should be, I'm not sure if the link is in the description or not, but if not, if you go to my channel, it should be in there. I keep forgetting to add the descriptions to these. I got my white. Okay. I'm just getting up slowly because I got to remember that I'm attached to the microphone. The microphone is attached to my computer. So if I pull too hard, my whole screen will collapse. I don't want that to happen. That would not be good. Taking some liquid white. My desk does get very messy as when I'm painting, very covered with stuff. All right. Just thinking what colors I should do the sky for the sunset. The last time I did a sunset, I did red, orange, and yellow. And I don't really want to do pink. I've done plenty of pink for the sky. Sunsets are like sometimes are the most struggling to figure out colors for because they can literally be any color. Well, I think the first thing I'm going to do no, I won't do an orange. I'll do it in yellow this time. Deep yellow. First things first, I'm going to work the sun in first. Can't have a sunset without the sun. So I'm just going to take this pencil to mark where my horizon is going to be. It's going to be very light because I don't want it to shine through the paint. And when you do your horizon, you don't want it to be straight, because if you ever looked at the ocean, there's no such thing as a straight horizon. And that would be my phone going off. Sorry, I do have to keep my phone on because if Alex is not here, he's at school. So if there's ever an emergency at school, I need to be aware of it. Let me see. Let's see. Or it can even be a sunrise. So, or just a hot day on the beach. That'll work too. So, paint. It's okay. This is not actually the sun. Hi, Andrew. Welcome. This is not actually the sun. This is just that orb that the sun surrounds. You'll see as I continue to go forth with it. It's got to trust the process. And that's something I keep forgetting to do because I overthink the paintings like, oh, this doesn't look good. This looks terrible. And I'm like, okay, let's just keep going and maybe it won't turn out so too awful bad. Alrighty, so let's do crimson. How are you, Andrew? Welcome. I'm doing an experiment to see how many people would be interested in seeing me paint, and also learn a few skills, and you never know, discover that hidden artist within yourselves. I believe that everyone is capable of doing some form of masterpiece. What I'm doing right now is I'm taking a little bit of liquid white and I'm going around the sun. So when I add my crimson, which will make it like a pinkish color, actually, I really should do orange, but should really do orange and then do the red on the outside. That actually sounds better. Let me get the orange. Because I'm not really, I like to play games like Outbreak and stuff, but that's not really where my talents lie. My talent is here in art, not so much my gameplay. It's mostly because when I paint, I get lost in my own world. When I play too much games, I don't get lost into it. I get lost into a world, all right. Lost into a world of rage and frustration. I'm going to move this over here. So my phone over here. I have my chat on my phone because I'm not facing the computer. All right. So then we're going to do crisscross strokes all the way around, blending in to the yellow. because it's one thing about painting. You don't want to see where one color starts and where one color ends. You want it to blend in. And if you think your color is too dark, just add a little bit more white to it and do some more crisscrossing. And the crisscrossing gives the sky texture. It makes the sky look so it's not flat. See? I'm playing with new toys, so bear with me. I'm gonna see if I can move this. I am gonna be getting a new camera eventually. Just bear with me, guys. I am just starting up painting streams. So I eventually will get a camera that'll face downward on my paintings so you can actually see it a little bit more closer. But for now, this is what I got to work with. Alrighty, so I'm going to rinse my brush. And I'm using just warm water for rinsing. I have to be careful. I do have paint stripper for the brush, but I have to be careful with that stuff because it melts plastic and I don't want to destroy any furniture. Especially with having kitty cats and little boys that like to bump me, I tend to, get clumsy. Okay, now I'm going to take some more liquid white and I'm going to go around the orange for the next layer of sky color. I mean, everybody has their own methods when it comes to painting. And honestly, someone can give you the right idea of what to do, but you only figure it out for yourself your own way through experimenting and through trial and error. And at first, when I started painting, they weren't very good, but it just took lots of practice and lots of dedication to get to it, to do it. And once again, you want to make sure that you blend it in with the previous color. If it's a little dry, you can always go back over it with a little bit more of the previous color to blend it in. But I'm also using acrylics. I am not painting with oils. How I'm looking at it is if I can get the technique down first with acrylics, then I should be able to master oils pretty quick. So, all right, so I'm going to take another brush, a little bit of white, a little bit of orange. I'm gonna go around the edges like this, like such. I'm gonna take a dry brush and just gently blend in the colors. It's all right, Andrew. I figured I'd get all of you in time. It's just my area of trimming is a little bit different. That looks really cool. Looks almost like an eyeball. Okay, the orange got it's okay if the colors get a little faded because sunsets are all different. Sometimes mistakes are happy mistakes. Well, I know sunsets around here, they're pretty pinkish down at, I don't know, I may not even do an ocean one because I've done ocean ones numerous times. I'm just gonna paint the base One thing I'm getting really good with is with skies. Can do skies really, really good. Gonna add a little bit of liquid white into it to lighten it up, because the sun, as the sun is going down towards the bottom, if you pay attention and ever watch the sunset, you would notice that the colors are lighter at the bottom and darker as they get towards the bottom. I think out here I might do some purple. I don't know how well you can see that, but so far. Alrighty, now we're gonna go into some, this is another one of my billion canisters of pink. Don't want red. That's magenta. I don't want magenta. It's brilliant blue. No, yeah, probably. Because it needs to be a slightly darker blue. Purple. Alrighty. I'm gonna do purple first. Right, I'm going to take some more liquid white and go around and even into a little bit into the pink. I mean, I'm just hoping that I'm explaining this good enough. The white just makes the canvas wet, so it makes blending and mixing of colors very easy. My mom always said that I should be an art teacher. Me doing this is my way of fulfilling her wish for me to teach, not just to sell my artwork. She wanted me to teach. She always kept saying, you have such a talent. You need to do something with it. But at that time, I wasn't painting. I was drawing. I was doing black and white portraits. That's how it all started. It started with portraits, then moved on to some colored pencil stuff, then moved on to this, the painting. I discovered my talent of painting, for those of you who are new and are new to the channel and don't know, I discovered my talent when I found that my grandmother was diagnosed with stage 3 lung cancer. It has been my distraction and my refuge to get through this. Any loved one dying is never easy. It's not easy for anybody, no matter the reasoning behind it. All right. And sometimes I just get lost in my own little world of painting and I change my mind on things, or I just kind of go with the flow. This is a little too dark for my liking. Well, it's actually perfect because it should start getting darker as it goes out anyways. Only thing is when you blend, you want to make sure that you do not blend into the yellow. You do not want to blend in with the yellow. And it's okay if some of it doesn't blend in completely because it can just look like a thick patch of cloud going over. And the sky is starting to come together. Mm-hmm. I don't care about the music because I cannot paint without music. The music also helps with the inspiration. Only thing is with canvas, the paint dries quickly, so that's why I do one area at a time. Yeah, see, that's not dark enough. Just making the sky look like a bunch of different colors of cotton candy. I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't have a midnight blue though either. That's the color I need. Or you know what? I'll just keep it. Instead of it being a sunset, it could just be a sunrise or something. Who knows? If that's the case, should be more yellow in there, but it's all good. No, it's easy to take a picture of your artwork and to show people that hey, I painted this, I did it, but it's a whole different ball game to be able to actually sit here and prove to people that you are, the artist behind the painting. Alrighty, that down. Now we're going to take some titanium white. And take this tiny little paintbrush, take some titanium white, and I'm going to push in and do a circle, little circle. And that right there is your sun. The other color around it is just, the flares and whatnot that the sun give off. And with that, we have ourselves a pretty sky. I'm getting really good at skies. Really, really good. I guess skies just give me anybody who's having a rough day, you know what? Just crack open the tab and go outside and just look up at the clouds. You'll get lost in them, and then you'll forget what the problem is. Hopefully. Alrighty, now I need to throw in some clouds because just the cloud coverage. Let's think. Well, I gotta wait for that to dry before I can do the clouds, because otherwise it'll smear in. Okay. Well, what to do next? That is really pretty, though. Like the colors, looks like a cotton candy sky. All right, what's to do next? And what color too? The whole point, the color scheme, you got to have, when you do paintings, your color schemes kind of got to be kind of somewhat together. Otherwise, the painting can get thrown right off. I think I might do some. I know. I need another paintbrush. I need another paint plate for this, though. Another mixing tray. I know. I know what to do. Oh, that dried. Wow, that dried already. That was quick. I'll put that there then. One thing I like about these paints, they're really fast drying paints. Yeah, drying. Oh, tongue-tied. What are you doing? Keep bumping my chair. Foo-Foo still wants to be helpful. Oh, I can't do white because it'll blend right in there. So, I know. I'm going to take... I'm just going to do... This is just a fan brush that I'm using to give the illusion of, stress clouds. It's okay that they cover the sun, because when you look outside, sometimes your clouds do. But these are just straight clouds. I'm going to put some poofy clouds in just a minute. That gives the illusions of, this right here gives the illusion of clouds in the distance. All right. And then we're going to take this. And take some titanium white and a little bit of some crimson, just a very little bit. This stuff is very strong. Very strong indeed. Like I gotta fix this brush. My grandmother also wanted me to teach. Thing of it is you do not need an art degree to teach art. I don't know why some people think you do, but you don't. You don't need a degree for something that comes natural. Personally, yeah, they can give you tips and ideas on how to do certain things. But all in all, it's going to be the way you do it. Everybody is different. And I'm going to add this white top to give the cloud some dimension and also some light. When you do a painting, you always start with the darkest features of your painting first, and then you add on the light. This helps so the painting doesn't look flat. I know I said I was going to do this, painting this at about 5, but I figured it was better to do it now while Alex isn't home. Right, and then I'm going to take some more of the white, and I'm going to outline these fluffy clouds here a little bit better. And of course, because since the light source is at the bottom of the cloud, you want the light to be at the bottom. See, like here, the light is, light is at the bottom because that's just where the sun is. It's taking me quite a while to figure out light source. And there we go. There's going to be one final touch I'll be adding to the sky once the painting is finally done. Once the painting is finally done, let's see, this has got to dry so I can put the white back in there for the sun. And then you take the paint and you wet it down a little bit again, and you take a brush and you just pull it down. And that gives the illusion of the rays from the sun, which I will be adding to this painting. I think I'm gonna add a little couple of touch-ups to this. See, this is the thing about painting. Can never be satisfied with what you're doing. Always got to make changes all the time. So I'm gonna add some white up in here. make this look like it's a cloud. And I did another painting kind of similar to like that of this, and that would be the dark ether one that I did. And this is just adding the layers onto the sky. Yeah, it's fine the way it is. And then we're going to take this. Problem is the paint dries so quickly, and sometimes I forget to do this as I'm going. I'm telling you I'm telling you that these paintings always look better in person. I can never get the true way they look on camera, no matter how hard I try. Give this a few seconds to dry, and then I'll move on to the next part of this. Which I think I'm going to add some more liquid white to the bottom portion of this. And I have to do it as I go because, like I said, the paint dries quick. I'm going to take just a little tab of this blue. And I'm going to pull it out this way. And you want to pull it out to in, out to in, out to in. And you want to leave some white in the middle because it gives it that reflecting light. Because I never know if I'm going to do water or not. So I have it preset because I can always paint over this if I don't want all of this to be water. Which I probably won't because I've done enough water paintings. But I'm also trying to practice with my skills with water. All painting is just practice. Pick up a brush and just practice, 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 practice. I have so many hobbies, I can't keep up with all of them. So many things that I like to do. Okay. Okay, we're going to keep that side out. I hit my leg on the desk, which happens quite a bit. And then we're going to go, and we're going to do the same thing on the other side. And you want to leave some white. Oh wait, I have one place I have not shared this to yet. My brother will be so mad. He likes to watch me paint. Okay, I'm just gonna get these edges right here a little wet. And then I will take this brush right here since it's clean and dry. And I'm just gonna blend it like this. Yeah, I can tell what blends and what doesn't by the shade of the color. There we go. Blend that right in. I am going to take some titanium white, and I'm just going to draw a line right here for the line of the horizon. I guess I am going to keep it a sea painting, why not? Even though over there don't matter much because I'm going to be adding something over there. Now here is where the decisions come in. I mean, it's okay if I paint over it, but just in case I don't, I want the horizon to be seen. All right. That there. That there. I need this. Paintbrush fall on the paint. You cannot have art, any form of art or painting, without messes. Nope. I'm going to take some crimson and a little bit of some violet. I'm sure I might need more than that. Some of the layouts of my paintings might look the same for a while, at least until I start getting the technique down. Now I'm gonna I figure out how I want to do this. Just trust the process. I'm going to put in a little plane over in here. What I am putting in right now is the beginning stages of a tree. You start with the dark before you put the light in. Maybe some bushes. Maybe another tree right in here. Like I said before, I kind of make this up as I go along. Remember, it's early morning, so you kind of want those color schemes to go together. This gives the illusion of land forming in. And the reflectors reflecting down at the bottom. Brush. And just blend it in. You know, I feel that I do some of my best painting when I'm streaming it. All right. And let's just say, okay, that's one little aisle. It's just going to get filled in more as it goes. Let's just say some more crimson, some more violet, purple. Let's say we have another one over here. Big tree. Remember, nothing has to look the same. This is your world. You put things where you want them to be. We're only restricted by our imagination. Never. That's it. And for this, I'm using a kind of a bristle brush, I guess you could call it, for this. You beat the paint into the thistles. So that way, when you go to put it on the canvas, you don't have to do as much work. Because otherwise, it looks like blobs. You don't want that. This is just multiple islands, I guess you could say. For those of you, if there's anyone watching, if just put a 1 in chat if you can still hear my audio. Because I know I'm talking to myself at this point, but I just want to make sure that my audio is still good. Now these days I just absolutely love to paint. Okay. Just making sure my audio is still there. Sorry for that little brief little echo, but I was just making sure that my audio was still good. And so far, so good. This is such a pretty color. I like it. Just blending in the land a little bit more. You know, a little bit. Now the reflections, just give me one quick second, guys. I had just gotten a message on my phone. Alrighty, let's see what else. Okay, I suppose now I can start entering the lighter color over in here. Just gotta trust the process. Now I need to figure out what color to do for the trees, for the leaves of the trees. Not white, because it'll make it look like a wintry thing. I'm not sure how the green would look on that. I'm thinking. No, not Naples yellow. No, not deep yellow. Do I have a yellow orchid? Orchid? Got it. Dude, it's up there. Duh. Duh. It's in here. The color I want is in here. Goes away. Not that one. That's my blue. That's my sap green. Here it is. Here's my nope. Come on. Here it is. My yellow orchid. This will be good. This will work. I'll talk to him later. He can wait. I can't do that because otherwise I'm rude to everybody else here. So we're gonna take some yellow ochre. Music stop playing again. Okay, I'm gonna use a clean brush for this. I'm gonna take some of the ochre. With some crimson. And then I'm just gonna begin. Oh, that's not be in good enough. You can tell by how it looks. And I forgot one very important detail. Go away. Forgot one important detail first. That over there for now. Forgot one very important detail first. Gotta put the trunks in for the trees first and foremost. That does not sound like kung fu fighting. Hey, Ross. How are you, brother? How are you, brother? Not working today? In the base of the trees. I am doing very good, Russ. I am fulfilling mom and grandma's wish of trying to teach painting. And this is my way of doing it. If this would freaking work. There we go. There we go. Doing my trees. So what's going on the agenda of my brother today? We're all healthy here. Nobody's sick. Not in my household, anyways. We're just taking precautions because Rob's parents are. Job interview later. You're not going to be working at Cargill anymore? You've been there for so long. Alrighty. There, we got the baseline of the trunks in, except for this one right here that doesn't want to cooperate. There it goes. We got the baselines. And now I am going to take some white. Well, not my finger. Message the other brother. Tell him to get his butt in the stream so I can talk to him too. I'm going to add some white into it to make it look more like a tree. No problem, Russ. I understand. What's Mom up to? Mom working today? Or did she have to do something for Grandma? These colors. Okay, adding some white into the brown gives the tree some more dimension. I'm getting much better with the trees. I mean, my weakness is mountains. It's only because I can't do it with the tool. I can't do it with this thing. I can only do mountains with paintbrush. Oops. Yeah. I'm working. Okay. I'll have to message her later. Got a call. See how Grandma's doing too. I haven't talked to them over there in a while either. Okay. Close-up view so far. There you go. We got the trees. And now I'm going to start adding the highlights to the trees. Need a little bit more crimson. Howdy. I got both my brothers in here. Got Goblin in here and got both my brothers in here. For some reason, I do my best work when I'm streaming. What I'm just trying to get the skills down with acrylics, and as soon as I get them down with acrylics, then I will be able to move the oils and be able to paint on oils like no tomorrow. I mean, mark crimson red. Starting to get an art studio up in here, brothers. I just got a new clip-on microphone. Yeah, the future Steph Ross, right? Yeah, maybe. I got a new microphone that clips on my shirt, so I can talk and people can hear me better. Pretty soon, I'm gonna get a camera that looks down on my art, so they can actually see better what it is I'm actually doing. Hey, little bro, you hang out with me for a couple of hours a week or so. I'll turn you into a painter yet. No, I'm not trying to put you to sleep. When I was a kid, that show used to put me to sleep, but now it doesn't because I'm actually learning stuff from it. Now I'm putting the light over the dark to give it more of a dimensional look. You always start with your dark colors first and then apply the light. And you don't want to get rid of all your dark because then your trees and bushes will end up looking very flat. And this is an early morning sunrise type of painting. And the other thing about painting is you got to make sure your color scheme, like I said earlier, is the same. Take some of this yellow. Well, yeah, it did put me to sleep a little bit when I was a kid, but not so much now because I learned stuff from it now. That's my water line. This and add the reflection into the water. When you're dealing with water, every color that you add on layer, you want to add the reflection on top of it. Yeah, I'm listening to some 80s, bro. And I use the paper plates because the wooden pallets, they suck up the paint and it dries it out too quickly. I'm still trying to find a good palette to use that doesn't absorb the paint so quickly. So I don't have to keep using these. And a little bit of yellow. Yep, I'm listening to some 80s. Your nephew sings along to him as well. Okay, I'll start with this color, but I will have to tap in some yellow into this because it's just too much orange. It's actually pretty good though for morning painting.
I am the Pumpkin King!
I like it. I'll be there for you. These my words, I swear to you. When you breathe, for you. I'll be there for you. I'm living our time for you. All Lord can do. I'll be there for you. All right, I need. Sure, now I find it. Don't need it now. No, not brilliant yellow. That's too bright. That's it. So what's on your agenda today, Goblin? I'm going to take some of this deep yellow and I'm going to give the grass some highlights. I got like a half hour to finish because then I got to get cleaned up and get stuff ready for for Alex to get home. I keep calling him Billy. It's only because he reminds me so much of you. I swear, you spend enough time with him. The way he does certain things reminds me of you when you were little. The way he curls his toes and all of it. And I'm going to add some highlights, some brighter highlights up here on top of the trees. Because that's where the sun is. And that's where the brightest color is. Just adding some sticks. Well, just about done. Take a little bit of white. I'm gonna now what I'm doing now is I'm taking a little bit of red and some white to make land, a little bit more land. That's the thing about sunrise is everything kind of sort of blends in at first. Making some land or rocks, what do you want to call them. Never gonna live like forever. I'm gonna pull it down. And you want to make sure when you do the land, you go with the curve of the painting, so that way it doesn't look funny. Since it's like more like a beach kind of land, I'm going to bring this out a little bit further. And take this brush and pull down. Sometimes these never come out the way I want them to. And I do reflections. Gotta grab and pull, grab and pull, grab and pull, grab and pull, grab and pull. Excuse me. Only doing this one painting for now. Take some. See the water comes crashing in here. Maybe take a little bit of white, more white into this to lighten this up a little bit more. To give the beach somewhat sort of kind of like some highlights. So that way, yeah. I hear you, Daisy. And that one wouldn't have, technically that wouldn't have any highlights because the sun's away from it. So that technically would be dark. But there's no such thing as a one color beach. This is just land. Just give the rocks some color. And add a little bit more highlights to the trees because they are kind of dark. Trees just look a little dark for my taste. I'm going to touch this with a little bit of white, yellow, and I'm going to mix a little bit, probably a little bit of green out here. I need suffering. Do this nice and lightly. Just to give it There's the water line right there. Just about wrapping this up. Why isn't all okay? Apparently, the color can't be that brilliant. It's a tube of paint, coffee, food, draw. I just got edited for saying shower. I don't know what's going on. None of your things aren't showing up on my phone, so I just noticed like half the chat. Okay. Thank you for help with colors. What? Okay, I mean, stop for a second because apparently the chat just stopped running on my phone, so that's what I was using. So I'm assuming it's going to be like a native picture. I'm assuming. So I'm assuming that's going to be a wolf hollowing up at the Indian crescent moon. I'm assuming. Thank you. I don't know. I'd keep the colors like. Well, not really sure for colors for yours. Just go with what your head says. Sometimes we overthink things. It's fine. It's fine, Ross. You're talking to your girlfriend. I'm sorry that I was ignoring like half the chat, but for some reason the chat was not playing on my phone, and I think it was because I paused the stream on my phone, which is all good. All gravy. Oh, this is water. It's water, not a road. It's water. It's just very, very. It's, on the camera, it looks like it's a desert, bro. Like there's no water in it at all. I gotta pop the water out a little bit more. It's supposed to be a stream, is what it's supposed to be. But the color kind of faded to make it look like there's no water in it at all. Well, to me, I can tell that it's water by looking at it, but it's hard to tell when I take it on there because the color works a little different on camera. Let me try this. I'm going to take some of this blue. I'm going to take some of this blue to make it look more like water. The hard part about water is reflections. And take some of this magic white. Let me see if I can get this into the into the thing a little bit to give it more of the watery look. I was noticing that as I was doing it. So I'm just gonna change the color up a little bit to make it look like there's some water, like it's water. And that way the water line might pop out a little bit more. There we go. Now that's starting to look a little better because now it's starting to look more like water. More like a connecting of one river to another, I guess you could say. That probably looks better. Now you can tell that it's actually water. I'm gonna take some of this color in here too, because it'll give it at least some of the reflection of the land, I should say. Let me come over here a little closer to the land to get that. Yeah, that looks better. See? Now it looks better because you can see the stream better. That looks better. And I'm going to take this titanium white again, and I'm going to do a little water outline at the edges of the stream. Well, right there, I don't think I really want an edge because I want it to look like the water kind of carries off into that direction. Like it doesn't just stop, it keeps running. See, because back here is the ocean, And if I curve this just right, I can make it look like the stream is curving through and the river, like they say, all rivers lead to the ocean. So I won't, okay, maybe I'll put a very faint light. Well, that brush is going to be too fat to do that. I need a smaller brush. I'm going to take this and go very faint, very lightly, very thin across this so that you can, yeah, it's going that way. Or I can even make the water look like it's going through there too. So it's like going right around it. There we go. There. What size? Oh, it's a size 0. Where's my script brush? And okay, that about concludes this painting for today. And the last thing that all artists should do, and I've told my brother this gazillion times, always sign your artwork, because it puts the claim on it that it is yours, your watermark, and nobody can take it. This right here that I'm dipping my brush in is Brush Restorer. And what this is going to do, I'm going to take the brush in here and I'm going to twist and turn it. Twist, turn it very slightly, very gentle by holding the brush. And it makes the brush come out to a point. What color do you think I should sign it? White would be too hard to see. It would have to be a dark color, either brown, black, or red. What color do you think I should sign it? Probably the brown, because I already got the brown on the palette. Pink. And pink might fade, might blend in too much because the water is already light enough. Might make it hard. This right here that I'm putting in is an oil for the paintbrush. I'll just use the brown, I guess. I'm going to turn the paintbrush into it. And then just... And there we have it. And there we have it. Another beautiful landscape done by me. That's the fun thing about landscapes. You can do practically anything you want with them. Oh, wait, I forgot that one final touch that I was going to do to the sky. I almost completely forgot about that. That last final touch to the sky. What is a sun and clouds? You don't have the sun rays. So I'm going to take this, mix this up. I'm going to mix up the white a little bit. I'm going to do a faint color down in here, down in there, down in there. At the bottom, make it all nice and wet. This paintbrush. Apparently it's not light enough. Okay. All right, let's try this. And before you do this with the rays, you want to make sure that your sky is completely done before you do this. And like I said, if you want to view, I'll put a final photo of it up into the Facebook page. You will see the link either in the description on this stream or on the channel. You may access that to view all of my artwork along with my brother's. And April 1st is the day that the store launches. So stay tuned for that. Thank you so much to all of you who have joined me today on today's stream. Hopefully, I will be doing another one real soon. I'm just finishing up the rays. Wow. And this is a technique that I actually just learned how to do. And there you have it. Can't really see it very well on there, I don't think, but I will post a picture up later and have it in the Facebook page. But there you have it. Thank you, everybody, for joining me today. I have got to get going. I have got to get my stuff cleaned up because my little boy should be here anytime now. So thank you once again, and stay tuned for another session of Painting with Stephanie.